Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in. Grammy K from Vandry, PA. This is my first voiceover video, so we're going to try this. This one is looking at me tearing a Keurig apart. I was given a Keurig for Christmas many years ago, and I had used it for a couple of years. And I did clean it out with the vinegar water and such, but the coffee was starting to taste really bad. So I thought, this is not working anymore. So I decided, since I was going to throw it out, before I did that, I was going to tear it apart. So as you can see in this first video, I cut the tube. I cut this tube from this tube, and I got a Q-tip and I inserted it in this tube just for curiosity to see if anything was in there. As I inserted the Q-tip up into that tube, of course everything was unplugged, everything was emptied out. There I pulled out the Q-tip. See if I can zoom in on that. That's the residue that was inside the tube. As you can see, on the white end of the Q-tip is now a golden yellow color. I drained the water out. There's the Q-tip. Both ends of the Q-tip. If I can zoom in on that. There it is on a piece of notebook paper. Just think, the water that you were making your coffee with was passing through all that residue inside of that tube. Doesn't sound very pleasing or very appetizing. The water, as you can see, is from the Keurig. It's from the tank. When I took the tank apart, there was still residual water in there. And so that is the water in a clean Pyrex measuring cup. Again, close-up of the Q-tip, and the water, as I first took it out of the tank, starting to settle out. The water kind of looks clear right now. It's, well, not really clear. It's kind of hazy. You can almost see the lines of the notebook paper through the foggy water. But it certainly isn't clear water that you would be expecting to make your coffee with, let alone letting it go through the little coffee pod and then into your coffee cup. Again, the sediment starting to sink and separate out from the tank water of the Keurig. I'm not even going to mention what it looks like to me, but it doesn't look appetizing, it doesn't look appealing. So if any of you ever feel that your Keurig is making off-tasting coffee, I would suggest cleaning per manufacturer's suggestion. And if the taste doesn't improve, then look for another way to make your coffee. I'm not sorry that I tore it apart and got rid of it. I got a drip coffee maker at Hamilton Beach. I love it. It makes my coffee with the filter through the drip. And it tastes much better than the Keurig that I was drinking. Maybe some of the new Keurigs have a different way that they're made, that you can access the body of the tank. There was no way for me to get actually inside. You could take the reservoir out and wash that, but the water is still standing inside of the Keurig, and there was no way to reach that besides doing what I just did, tearing it apart and taking the water out of the internal reservoir. So if this has been informational to you, please like and subscribe. This is my second video. It's a voiceover. So I'm learning. We're going to take a stab at this one. Thank you for watching, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.